Hello, I'm Nedi Herdian. On this occasion, we will present about connectives. Here I am with my friend. There are Anisa, Deya, and Ratni. Okay, let's go to the topic. Sentence connective. Connectives are the word or phrase that link clauses or sentences to make logical connection between different pieces of information. There are 6 types of connectives. There are adding connectives, sequencing connectives, emphasizing connectives, comparing connectives, cause and effect connectives, qualifying connectives, illustrating connectives, and contrasting connectives. Okay, for the next, I will hand it over to Anisa, please.
Thanks, Nedi, for your opportunity. Right, I will explain about the adding connectives. These are used when you want to add ideas together that agree with each other or are about the same things. The example for adding connectives are and, also, as well as, moreover, and to. Uh, we use connectives like and when we want to talk about two things are similar. Like if I say apples are red and orange are orange. Apple and orange are both kinds of fruit. When we use and between two ideas, it will sound better. We can say apples are red and orange are orange. And we can add more ideas too. If I want to talk about bananas too, I can say apples are red, orange are orange, and bananas are yellow. Um, the ends, the ends ties the end ties each new onto the end. It helps the reader know that all the ideas go together. Using conjunction or connectives is like putting together little ideas into one big ideas. And then the second one is sequence connectives. These are used when you want to list ideas in certain order. The examples for sequencing connectives are next, then, first, second, third, finally, meanwhile, eventually, after, and before. We use this word when we want to explain what happened step by step, like telling how to make something, like in procedure text. For example, first, pour the flour into a bowl. Second, add the eggs. Third, mix it all together. Finally, put it in the oven. The sequencing connectives, like first, second, third, uh, will help the reader follow order of the steps. We can also use them to tell what happened in a story, like I got dressed, then I ate breakfast. After that, I walked to school. Nah, sequencing connective makes sure the order is clear. They help the reader understand which event happened before uh, or after another event. There are enough for adding and sequencing connectives. Thank you.
Okay, next I will explain about emphasizing connective and comparing connective. The first is emphasizing connective. They are used when you want to stress a point as being very important. These are some examples of words that can be used for the emphasizing connective, like above all, in particular, especially, significantly, in need, notably. For example, The sentence is I like cheese. I like really cheddar. I really like cheddar. But we can also use I like cheese, in particular cheddar. Okay, next. Comparing connective. They are used when you want to compare ideas that are similar to the same as each other. There are some examples of words that can be used for the comparing connectives like equally, in the same way, similarly, likewise, as with, and like. For example, the sentence is I like cheese, I like sausages. But we can also use I like cheese equally, I like sausages. That's all. Next.
Okay, the next is cause and effect connectives. These connectives are used when you want the second part of your sentence to help explain the first part. The second part happens as a result of the first. There are some words that can use in cause and effect connective. Because, so, therefore, thus, and consequently. For example, I like cheese, therefore I ate the cheese. Or I go to the campus faster because I use a motorcycle. And the next connectives is qualifying connectives. These connectives are used when the first idea in your sentence relies on the second part happening. The list of the word are however, although, except, if, and as long as. For example, I'll cut cheese as long as you get the knife. Or I'll go to the campus faster if I use a motorcycle. Thank you. Okay, next, Ratni, please.
Thank you, Nedi, for giving me an opportunity to expand about another kind of connectives. The first one is illustrating connectives. These are used when you want to give an example to back up the first part of your sentence. These connectives are used to provide something or evidence to support the statement you made. The illustrating connectives, including, for example, such as, for instance, as delivered by, and in the case of. These connectives help to make your text more rich and providing additional information, for example. As that clarify the point you've made. And here are two examples. The first one is, for example, many people prefer coffee over tea. For example, my friend always order coffee in the cafe. And the second one is such as, I enjoy drink in the morning, such as drink tea or coffee, I mean. And the second one is comparing contrasting connectives. Contrasting connectives, these are used when you have two ideas in your sentence that do not agree with each other. Contrasting connectives are used to show a different or opposite between two or more ideas. This connector help to highlight the contrast between two statements, making it clear about the ideas. Contrasting connectives, including whereas, instead of, alternatively, otherwise, unlike, and on the other hand. Here is two examples from contrasting connective. The first one is instead of. He chose tea instead of coffee in the morning. And the second one is unlike. Unlike his sister, he doesn't like tea. That's all about contrasting connective and illustrating connectives. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, the next material is talk about describing. So for Anisa, please.
Thank you, Nedi, for your opportunity. Right now, I will explain about descriptive writing first. Descriptive are words that give or picture the readers some idea of how something looks, sounds, smell, taste, or feel. Rather than just saying the beach was nice, description allowed readers to see, hear, smell, taste, feel the beach through words. Next. Descriptive writing is only a type of writing which can be and should be used in all other forms, like expository, narrative, and persuasive. Thank you.
All right, next is characteristic of describing. Good descriptive writing should be contains describe vivid sensory detail like sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. And next, picture of feeling, the person or thing. Number three, use of figurative language like analogies, similes, and metamorph to help paint the picture in the reader's mind. And then use precise language. For the last, be organized, chronological or time, spatial location, and order of importance. Okay, for the next material, I will give it to Ratni, please.
Okay, thank you, Nedi, for the change. I will explain about the sense of describing. There are some sense of describing, like vivid sensory detail in a descriptive text. There are look, sound, smell, feeling, and taste. And here are some example for the sense of describing. The first one for look. The beach curved into a smile. That can mean we can see the beach curve into a smile. And the second one, sound. When she laughed, a wild chorus of cactus burst from within her. And the third, smell. Her presence was felt like the scent of newly opened rose. And the next, feeling. Feeling, for example, the send messages. Her bare feet like 1,000 tiny hands. And the last is taste. The curry set my mouth on fire. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, the next material is grammatical feature of describing. For Dea, please.
Number one is present sentence. Present sentence is predominantly used, and number two is the past sentence also tends to dominate. Number three, relational verbs are used when classifying and describing a person or qualities and part or functions of phenomena are, has, and have. Number four is action verb are used when describing behaviors or use. Number five, mental verb are used when describing feelings in literary descriptions. And the last one is adjective are used when to add extra information to nouns and may be technical, everyday, or literary depending on the text. I think that's enough for me.
Okay, that's all from us. We are sorry if we are made a mistake. Thank you.